the Dalby side. He comes out, and so it should be a really good game and a good start. Can't see who the referee is, but we'll see how we go from there. King Hawk.
Dalby 46, Oakey 12, and Reggie's Cowboys got over South 30-18 in Reggie's, and we'll come back with the 19s women's game at half time.
That'd be fantastic. If you could take the stats, please, King Hawk, and I'm just going to give you our normal sort of sheet here, mate. That would be really, really good. Okay, so if you just joined us, welcome to round 6 Saturday night here at Dalby. I know we've had a bit of audio problem here with the internet, and I think we're all on and ready to go here as there. So I'm just going to see at the referee. It looks like Mark Kuhn. And last time I had Cooney, he had a great game. I forget which game it was. I thought it was one of his best of the year. I think it was Pittsworth and Oakey, and he was absolutely tremendous. So we've just about got kick-off here. Kerry, you're going for Dalby?
Going for Dalby, mate. I think they'll win in a close game, mate.
Neil, you're going for Dalby. I'm going for Oakey. We'll see how they go. Chris Woodbridge is there, just about ready to go. And we have kickoff. The ball goes long, and it is taken by Ash Taylor. And out comes Torpsy. He's a podgy sort of a front rower, Torps. He's been very, very good. He gets up to play at about 20 metres out from his own line. They take it forward through John Mailer. John Mailer takes the first of his rucks in this first set of 6 in the first minute of this game. They go forward with it's Gus Taylor. He takes it up, gets up and plays it well. They're nearly to the halfway. Taylor takes it from dummy half, or is it Joey Ising? No, it's they take it from there. They go from into Dalby territory. What a great set of 6. It was Robert Kennedy from dummy half. He came through. So they're only 25 metres out. Here's the 5th and last. Taylor puts it up. Juice sets himself, and he spills it. And what have we got here? We've got a knock on against Dalby. What a great set of 6 there, Kerry Carmichael.
Yeah, what's what I spoke about before, mate. They've gone 100 metres off the kickoff, first set of 6, and like I said before, and I've said it a few times now, you know, if they don't show energy, Dalby, they decide to put them to the sword.
Well, that's the key, Kerry, and we've watched a few Oakey games and that. They can do a set like that, 100 metres, right, and they can do it all the time, but they don't. They need to be so consistent, drop the bit.
Yeah. And that's the thing about first grade football. You've got to be consistent. No matter what level you're at, you got to play for the 80 minutes. And but that's a good sign for Oakey, the first set of 6, not going 100 metres.
Okay, so we've got a scrum feed right in front of the post here in Dalby. 10 metres out they are. It's Oakey the advantage. They're going to put this ball in. Harrison Burns is there. He puts it in. He comes out that right side. Goes out out to Chown. Gets it on to, I think, Marcus Spence. And he goes very, very close. They come back in. Gee. Mailer came from the back fence. And he got the ball. It bounced off his chest. And Dalby have turned defence into attack. And they brought it out to the 20-metre line. It's all started here, hasn't it, Carmichael?
Yeah, it's a good... it's disappointing there for Oakey. The second tackle was like he said, off the back fence with it. The pass was just too hard. And now Dalby can capitalise now.
Beaver Manley takes it up over the 30-metre line for Dalby. Their first set of 6. We're only 2 minutes into this round 6 Saturday night clash. Out to Firma. It's 0-0 at the moment between Dalby and Oakey. We've had 2 minutes. They get to the 50-metre line. Firma, he actually plays a ball. Beaver Manley takes his second ruck of the set of 6. He gets just inside Oakey territory. And it comes back out to Sankey. Oh, no, it's Woodbridge. He puts it up in the 5th and last. They set himself on that far side. And that is a great, well taken by Charlie Adams on that far side. 0-0 it is, Kerry.
Yeah, so it's going to be an entertaining game. It's down already, isn't it? It's going to be a free-flowing game. And no, I think that that Oakey now they're running themselves out of trouble, and they're finding two
This is a
in the middle.
great run. It comes out to Kennedy. They get over the 20 into town for Oakey. It's Oakey at the moment. They've really got the advantage here. I didn't see that player, but I think it was Harrison Burns made the break. They come out this far, this left side on to it. I think it is Joey Alberts. He goes close to scoring, but he's just short. It's the fifth and last. They'll play the ball. Comes out, only 5 metres out. Ising goes across, gets it out to Taylor. He kicks in the in goal, and they have to go back to get it. They go from one side to the other. It is Bailey Rathmell, and is he caught inside the in goal? Yes, he is, and it was a great set of 6 there by the Oakey Bears, Kerry.
Yeah, concern for Dalby up the middle, isn't it? It's they're making, that's 2 sets that Oakey have come out of their trouble, out of their 20 metre zone and made a good 80 or 90 metres. So that's concern for Dalby up to the middle, and Oakey just haven't been able to capitalise on the
Yes, Kerry. Oakey started like a rocket, haven't they?
They have, yeah. Just but they've been patient. Great kick from Ash Taylor. They give another repeat set of 6 here, and you have a look over there at Dalby at the moment. They're all bunched up and their hands on their knees, so they're on the back foot of Reed, Dalby. So
and Kerry, Oakey started very quickly in the ruck, haven't they?
Yeah, they have.
Right up the middle.
Yeah, they have, mate, and they're making that many metres, and that's twice they've been in behind the ruck there. So obviously the A defenders need to get a bit tighter, and the markers need to do a bit more work. But what's happened here, mate? Someone down hurt?
Yeah, there is.
Yep, they're attending to someone now. That's the referee stopped it. We're 4 minutes in. 0-all to score here at the Dalby.
I tell you what, it's entertaining, isn't it?
It is. I tell you what, mate. And good on Oakey. They've said, rightio, let's get into it straight away. We've only had 4 minutes of play. We've been sort of stopped now for about a minute or so. Bailey Rathmell getting attention, but I got to say, he's probably getting attention just to calm the actual team down to say, rightio, we're behind the post here. We've got a goal line dropout. And we've got to work out that we actually are in a game of footy. Is that right, Kerry?
100%, mate. I think I don't know what Dalby's thought was at the start of the game, but they didn't think they're going to be in a game. They do now, particularly after that first 4 minutes, mate. Like this, they're just Oakey are running straight for the middle, and they're going to fix it up ASAP, Dalby. Right,
Josh Chappell's got the ball in his hand. It's just about to drop it out. Oakey been set for a while now. As I said, in the 4th minute of the play, it has started like a house on fire. Neil, how's those the scores over at Warwick South?
Nothing's come up on my app at the moment, so we'll be talking to Bomber at half time. Bomber and Chaz are over there. So it's only early games there. We're 4 minutes in. They've stopped the clock. So we'll try and get a updated score in the next few minutes.
Bailey Rathmell's off.
Well, he must get hurt. It is as Toby Harm's gone on. Here's a short dropout. They go and they jump. Woodbridge went up. He missed it, knocked it on. So we're going to have another scrum here with Oakey going to feed it there as well. I don't know, Kerry. Do you like the short dropouts?
I don't know, mate. I was just about to ask you what should they do, but I don't know. I just think.
What do you ask me? You're the super coach.
Well,
you've won premierships.
I suppose the thing about short kickoffs. And say you're defending your line, you don't have to go back 10 metres. You only go back 2 or 3.
Yep.
If you're defending your line, so that's probably one. You probably save a bit of energy, but they had a good rate there, Dobby. I would have went deep.
Exactly right. So here's a scrum. And it's going to pack 10 metres out. They feed it, comes out. They come the grandstand side onto Taylor, gets it onto Alberts. Alberts got outside his man. He does look dangerous, Joey Alberts, and he's gone well. We got Adams at dummy half. They come across out to Kennedy. Kennedy gets it onto Eisen playing 5'8". He usually plays hooker at the moment, but he's playing 5'8" in this match. He'll get up to play it. They go right there. Out it comes out to Richard Murray. He goes very close. It's all Oakey at the moment. They're looking the most likely to score and put the first points on the ball. They bring it back out. It comes to Taylor. Taylor gets it John Mailer. Mailer gets it out. Good hand out to Taylor. Out to Joey Alberts, but he's set upon from Hunter James. He'll get up to play it. It's Ash Taylor comes a short onto town, gives it to Charlie Adams, and he brings it back to make it a bit easier for the kicker. And Oakey are on the board and makes it 4 points to 0 after 6 minutes there. Kerry Carmichael.
well.
Yeah, they look the most likely to score, haven't they? They've started really well, Oakey, and just a little short side, just a very simple short side play there. Ash Taylor saw, come from behind the play, the ball, just through the hands with the Dylan Chan onto the wing. Just a beautiful draw and pass try. You don't see them anymore, do you?
No, it was fantastic stuff.
Just good vision from Ash Taylor.
Well, it was, because the whole thing is that there wasn't much happening on this left side. They were expecting to go across the face of the post there, mate, and it didn't happen, eh?
No, it didn't, mate. They're waiting there. It's probably a bit slack from the market there from Derby.
Are you looking around for some more food or something?
No, I'm
mate?
not. No, I'm just making sure where my kid is. I don't know where. Oh, here he is.
There he is. There we go.
There's plenty of food here, mate.
Are we babysitting during this call, mate,
no,
as well?
I'm not. I'm just making sure he's eating his food because he's got to look like his father.
You're a tough father, mate.
If he wants to look like his father, he's got to eat food.
That's right, exactly right.
No, but mate, it's been but that's probably slack market work there, Obi. Vision, like they didn't respond and Ash Taylor. Like I said to you before the game, and I'll probably say it another 10 times tonight. If you sit there and wait for Ash Taylor, he'll hurt you.
He certainly will.
He's done it a couple of times already.
Yeah, I was myself. I think Janet Suey are the only ones who backed Oakey in the Power FM tipping competition. Here's Charlie Adams, about 12 metres in. He stabs it, puts it over. 6-0 it is after 7 minutes of play. Oakey in front, King Hawk.
Yeah, 4-0 over at Father Ranger, Warwick in front of South, and possession is possession. Oakey have completed 3 out of 4 possessions. Dalby have completed 1 out of 2.
Bit of housekeeping, King Hawk. If you can text Gary Lawrence and Bomber and just tell them we didn't get over there for the pre-season, pre-talk. So here's a restart by Chris Woodbridge. It's set back, taken by Taylor. Gives it on to Torps. He gets the ball again, comes back, and he's set there by Beaver Manley, I think it is. He gets up to play it. No, it's King Tokia. They come forward. Robert Kennedy from dummy half goes himself. Gave the biggest dummy. He gets to the 20-metre line. 6-0 they're up. Oakey and looking pretty good at the moment. They come back again out to Gus Taylor. Gus Taylor takes it. Gets over the 20. They go for the Kennedy. Kennedy gives it to Eisen. Goes himself back inside. He's taken there by Prendergast, and over the top is Beaver Manley. They'll get up to play it. They're just outside the 50. Not the fifth and last yet. Here's Mailer. Mailer gets inside Dalby territory. Well, I tell you what, it's all Oakey at the moment. Here's the fifth and last. They're right in Dalby's territory. Here's Taylor. He puts a nice bomb. Juice sets himself. He gets up, takes it nicely. He gets out of 1 and 2 tackles until he falls to the ground, and he's taken there by Torps on the 20-metre line, Kerry.
Yeah, better set from Dalby, a defensive set. But I think the concern for Dalby is not being down 6-0. I think it's going to be the loss of
Xander Duneman.
No.
Yep.
Who come off?
Bailey Rathmell.
Bailey Rathmell, mate. Like he's their heart and soul of the side. So if he's gone for the match, mate, that's another hurdle Dalby's got to jump now.
Ryan Chappell takes it over. He takes it over the 30-metre line for Dalby. Beaver Manley takes it over the 40-metre line as they roll it up the field. 9 minutes of play. Oakey 6, Dalby 0. And it comes back out to Joey Sankey. He kicks it downtown. It goes in on the full to Charlie Adams. He brings it back. So Oakey have been set pretty well. Like those kicks in general play, it's nice to kick him there, but you've got to kick him away from players, haven't you, Kerry?
Yeah, that's an experience for you. But Dalby seem to have got themselves a little bit more settled now in their defence. But Oakey's still pumping through that middle. But Dalby, it's at the stage of containing him, and if Oakey can keep being persistent there, I think they will find some more metres.
Yeah, Alistair Cameron took till a ruck up. They roll it up again. This time it's Eisen. They get up to play. Kennedy takes it out. Bit of a marker there. Good marker play from Manley out to Taylor. Gets it out to Mailer. Mailer's set upon
that's Johnny Pallavi, I think, mate.
Johnny Pallavi, sorry. Oh, the 12?
Yeah.
Yes, it is Pallavi. Come left to Taylor. He puts a little grubber in. It ricochets off the Dalby players and knocked on by Dalby. So a good play there by Oakey, and Oakey are going to get possession, I think, Kerry. Is that the way you saw it?
Well, it was a bit of a... I wasn't sure what happened, but it's Oakey feed. It's a bit all over the shop there. I didn't know what happened, but anyway, this is pressure for Dalby here now. This is going to be a test for them.
10 minutes in it is. Oakey's 6, Dalby 0. Sorry about our late start with the audio and internet problems out here. That happens when, especially Saturday night, when it's air and all that type of stuff, but we got it right now. Eisen's got the ball. He's going to feed an Oakey scrum 10 metres out from Dalby's goal post. So it's all Oakey at the moment. That score here, we've got a game and a half. They go right out to Chown. Chown goes forward. He tries to link up with Cameron over there, his right winger, and loses the ball in the tackle. But what we're going to say there?
Well, I'm not sure he scored.
Did he score?
He scored it.
Yes, he did. Well, gee, that was innocuous because he had about 3 or 4 people on him, Dylan Chown, and then this arm came out and it looked like he had dropped it, Kerry, hey?
Yeah, I saw the arm come out, but I'm a bit too far away to see. But you got the 2 captains going out now, or you got the captain and Josh Chappell going out, so something's obviously been said.
Well, that's right, but the try was awarded now, and I think it's 10-0 after 11 minutes. We'll see how we go from this, Kerry. You were going to say?
Well, mate, the tries, whether the try or not, I mean, it was pretty soft defence.
It was, mate. Yeah,
I mean,
it was there because they laid off Chown, laid off on that left side, and I
see what they're doing here, Oakey, with their scrums. They're putting their scrums in the middle of the field, and they're just giving their quick men and their strong men one-on-one opportunities.
Yep.
And so far they're looking. They've scored 2 tries from it, and
so there we go. So that try was awarded there, Kerry. So it's 10 points to 0, Oakey over Dalby, and they look very, very good after 12 minutes, Kerry.
Well, like Neil said before, mate, they just got to now. Oakey, they've got to, if they play for the 80 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be very hard to beat from here. And look, I think Dalby haven't looked like scoring. They haven't even been down in their half, and it's all been down this end. And that's come from Oakey's hard work. I mean, they're working through the middle. They've been persistent. Dalby have picked have tightened the defence up a little bit, but Oakey's still making good metres. You know,
exactly right.
I think the first 2 sets they had coming out of trouble, they made 100 metres, but no, they're playing really well, Oakey, and I think Dalby a little bit stunned, to be honest.
Yeah, they are, mate. So we'll see how they go. Here's Charlie Adams. He's about 5 metres in from that eastern touchline. He stabbed it, and he puts it over. So it's 12-0 in the blink of an eye here at Dalby Leagues Club here at the moment, Kerry.
Well, I'll tell you what, them kicks, they don't go over the crossbar very often by much, do they?
Yeah, so he stabbed it, mate. Did you used to kick for golds there, Kerry?
Oh, I might have did everything.
Yeah, it's straight, so it's 12-0. Oakey, 13 minutes into this match of the day at the Dalby Leagues Club, and Dalby just need the ball because Oakey have finished the last 6 sets in a row, 6 out of 7, and Dalby have only completed 2 sets out of their 4.
Yeah.
So here's a restart by Chris Woodbridge. He kicks it long. Ash Taylor sets himself, certainly in control of that. Well taken. No, it was Dylan Chown. They get it back out to Torps. Torps bounces off one.
Let's see how this set is, OBA. Let's see if the Dalby can contain him, eh?
Well, we've had 3 of them, mate. The kick-off and plus 2 tries, so it's 12-0. Oakey are in front at the moment, and they deserve to be in front. Dalby have been starved of the ball. They go forward. They get it out to, this time it's Johnny Mailer, and he gets forward and he gets about to the 40-metre line. He'll get up to play it. Kennedy at dummy half, gets it out to Taylor. Taylor gets it back into Richard Murray. Richard Murray scrambles just short of the 50-metre line. It's not the 5th and last now. It comes across out to, just can't see that. I think it's not Taylor, but it is Torps, I think it is again.
It's still too many metres, and that's 60 metres they've made there.
They sure thing. They come across. Here's Taylor. He went to the left. Now he's gone to the right. They go across. Here's Joey Alberts. Geez, look good and a great saving tackle by Jews. He gets back. He put it on the ground, Alberts, and then King Tokia for Dalby dives on the ball. It is 12-0. We've had 14 minutes to play, Kerry.
He does look good. He bombed the try there, didn't he? All he had to do was pass it and they're over again. But that's all right, that's the way.
But did you notice, Kerry, that Ash...
Oh, no.
Oh, and a coach killer there, Kerry Carmichael. You're not coach anymore, mate, but... what's going through your thoughts, Mr. Carmichael?
Mate, you know, when you've had, it's been 15 minutes of football, when you've only had about 5 minutes of football, you just got to complete. You got to get back in the game, you got to complete and do your basics.
Yeah, Hunter James was the man, 10 metres out, just took it out of the ruck and just dropped it cold.
I think it was Matty Drews, and look, they've been in the back foot for the whole 15 minutes, and you just got to complete your sets coming out of trouble. Just get back in the game.
But as a coach, mate, you're on the sideline
I'm throwing water bottles there at the moment.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
There we go. So here's it seems to be a common thing.
Let's see what they do.
We've got a scrum pack here, Kerry, right in front. They go to the right. Here it comes out. They're back to Marcus Spence, who's been tremendous when we've seen him. He's a Clydesdale's line player. They come out across. Out it comes to Mailer. He's one tough cookie. He goes close. Has he scored? Yes, he has. has. And referee Mark Coon gives it, and we are in front by 16 points to 0. Oakey over Dalby, and at Dalby we are after 16 points. Kerry Carmichael, what's the excuse?
Well, mate, that was just he wanted to score that try. He run hard, he bumped off 2 or 3, then just dived over. Look, all at the moment is this Oakey wanted more. Okay, they made 60 metres off a kick-off. They come down the short side. They probably should have scored early, 2 sets ago. They didn't. Dalby had an opportunity to get out of trouble, just knuckled down, but they dropped the ball.
Well, Kerry, there's a lot of things that have happened in this game, and 8 out of 9 sets Oakey have done, but as opposed to last Saturday night, no 6 agains, no penalties, so they are flowing. Oakey.
And that's a good point you make. There's been no 6 agains and no penalties, and it's been a great game of football to watch, hasn't it?
It has.
It's been a really good game.
Fantastic. And I told you, I watch Kearney play ref Pittsworth Oakey, right? And he was fantastic, of which he is at the moment. But then again, Dalby haven't had any ball, have they?
Well, it's their own fault, mate.
But they've only dropped the ball once here. But it's the tries and the breaks that Oakey have been really well, because when they've had the restarts, and they've had 3, they've made really good breaks, haven't they, Kerry?
Well, what they're doing coming out of trouble, so you want to try to hold a side when they're coming out of their own long kick-off. You want to try to make them do a defensive kick.
Adams here, he's about 15 metres to the right of the upright, and he's about 25 metres out on the eastern side. This will make it 18-0, which means Dalby will have to score 4 times to get back in. He stabs it, and guess what? It's over. So that makes it 18-0. We didn't think here, Kerry Carmichael. Yes, mate.
So you want to try to make your side do a defensive kick, put pressure on the kicker and make him do a defensive kick. At the moment, they're getting into a position, Oakey, where they can do an attacking kick.
Yep.
And Dalby just aren't handling it. And so they've really got to knuckle down here and try to get Oakey to do a defensive kick and put pressure on the kicker.
So Dalby,
18 minutes into the game.
So here's Chris Woodbridge.
Kicks
it downtown. I think it'll be called. Chown takes it, gives it to Torps. That's his 4th take-up from the as many restarts. He's tackled there by Prendergast and also Connor Sullivan. They bring it forward to Gus Taylor. Gus Taylor takes it over just about to the 20-metre line. Oakey in front by 18-0. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is 18-0. We've had 18 minutes of play, so we have a point a minute as Richard Murray takes the ball up. They go Kennedy at dummy half, out the back to Eisen, back inside to Mailer.
Another good step from Oakey.
It is, yeah. They're on the 50-metre line, not even 5 tackles yet. They go forward. This time it is Gus Taylor, takes it forward.
They're in trouble on this side. They play the ball quick, Dalby.
They certainly are. Here's Taylor, gets it back. He puts a nice big high bomb. Matthew Dew sets himself, takes it comfortably. Oh, no, he didn't. He dropped it on. Jesus. He was really close, but he fumbled it, but he got it in the end. Now, what can they do, Dalby? First time they've got the ball. They've only completed 1 set of 6 in 19 minutes, and I think that was early in the game, their first. Here's Xavier Manley. He takes it over the 20-metre line. He gets to the 25-metre line. He'll get up. They've got to do something. They're down by 18. Dalby out to Firma. His brother is on the cusp of representing State of Origin when the team is announced on Monday. They come out the back here. Dalby get out to Connor Sullivan. Connor Sullivan gets over the 40-metre line for Dalby. A good set of 6. Because keep in mind, Oakey been in the territory when they do it. Here's a kick from Chris Woodbridge, and it goes right down the throat of Ash Taylor. It wasn't the best kick because he tried to kick it infield, and it's all advantage Oakey because they've got their 0 tackle on their 40-metre line there, Kerry.
Yeah, that ball needed to go in the corner, mate. Look, 18-0 down. I know they're chasing points, but it's still a long way to go. That ball just need to go down deep in the corner, mate, and make them work out of their own corner. But it was a crossfield kick, half a chip, and it's backfired on them. Here go Oakey again.
They are Joey Alberts. They're 30 metres out from Dalby line, looking on a miss.
Ding,
6
ding,
to
ding,
go
ding,
again.
ding.
Thanks for that, King Hawk. They get it out to Dylan Chown. Takes the dummy half to settle it. He knew it was 6 again. They come up the Torps. He goes forward, the robust sort of podgy sort of a fellow. He's been very, very good when we've seen him. He'll play the ball, and it comes Kennedy at dummy half in front of the post. On to Taylor, gives it a nice short pass. He tried hard, but they were awake to it thanks to Fletch Prendergast, and he knocked it on, but he did save.
He did save a try.
He did save a try there, that was for sure, you see. So it's just been a tackle-a-thon for Dalby at the moment, Kerry, and it's not looking good for them after 21 minutes. It is Oakey 18, Dalby 0, Kerry.
Well, if I was a betting man, mate, I'll be betting Oakey will go over again here. They're hanging on by a thread, Dalby.
There we go, Neil. You got that around the grounds there?
Yeah, Warwick lead South 14-0.
There we go. So Lockyer Valley Toyota and Hannah's, thanks for your sponsorship. It comes out right in front. Oakey's got it to Taylor. Gets it on to Joey Alberts, and he's going to score the softest of tries. Wow, he went round his opposition. I tell you what, Kerry, that is unbelievable. Now it is 22 points to 0 after 21 minutes, Kerry. Can you explain that for me, please?
Well, we said it's a Joey Adams, isn't it?
Joey Alberts.
Joey Alberts, sorry. Now, he's looked dangerous, hasn't he? He's looked hard to handle.
Enthusiastic, this team is.
He's obviously very hard to handle. And so what Ash Taylor's done there, off a scrum, he's just give him early ball, give him one-on-one with the two young fellas, one-on-one with his opposition, and he went straight through him and scored. So that's just smart from Ash Taylor. Like, he saw that he's seen that the Dalby, that right hand side defence has been vulnerable tonight against him, and gives him early ball, and he's just too big.
Kerry, I go back to this Oakey side. This is the most enthusiastic I've seen them all year, and you know what? I reckon they're really enjoying it. They're really having a ball.
Well, mate, every game I've seen, mate, this looks like a top 3 side we're watching at the moment.
Yeah, but I wrote through the week, I said the main factor for Oakey is Ash Taylor.
Yep.
You know, and all of a sudden it has been Ash Taylor. Look, he's going to say, rightio, well, let me put 24 points on after a period of time. Then my night is done.
Yeah.
All right. So Charlie Adams, he's about 10 metres in from the Western touchline, about 22 metres back as the reserves come on for Dalby. Gee, the possession rate, I got to say, Kerry, after we had 23 minutes, is about 20% to Dalby.
Well, mate, I haven't seen Dalby haven't had a tackle in a tackle in their 40.
No, they haven't.
That's
you're right.
And that's great credit to Oakey. And it's not because Dalby are playing bad. Oakey just starved them from the ball.
Well, I'm backing this one in to make it 24-0. He looks at he doesn't look like missing one, Charlie Adams. If he gets it at 24-0, that means they've got to score 5 tries. He kicks it, stabs it, he's missed that one kiss of death from O'Brien. So it is 22-0 after 23 minutes here at Dalby Leagues Club. And I don't call this as an upset, Kerry, because we know that both these sides, this is a very important game for both of them as far as the season is concerned. Because keep in mind that Dalby are in the 5 at the moment, right? It probably means more for Oakey, Kerry.
Well, I just can't believe it. Have Oakey won the game yet this year?
Oh, yeah.
They have. Yeah, well, I can't believe that. This is...
Only one game.
Mate, I'm surprised they won more than... They're playing really good football at the moment.
Here is Mailer. Mailer takes the first hit-up after the restart. He gets over the 30, eyes in from dummy half. He goes forward. He gets up to over the 40-metre line. So they're on it again here, Oakey. They're looking the goods. And it comes back out to Gus Taylor. Gus Taylor takes it to the 50-metre line and only the third tackle. So they're back in Dalby territory. 22-0 they lead Oakey. Richard Murray goes forward. He gets to the 40-metre line in Dalby territory. He'll get up to play it. Kennedy at dummy half. He finds Torps, or it's Finney Fianga. He takes it inside the 30-metre lines. A fresh reserve is on. This is the 5th and last. They go left out to Taylor. Taylor kicks it into the in-goal area. A well-weighted kick, but it's taken there by, I think it's Deshaun Selassie, and he settles it on the 10-metre line. See if they can actually have a set of 6. The last time they had a set of 6, Dalby, it wasn't the best completion. But look at the enthusiasm from the Bears. They go forward. They take it there as well. I think that's Matthew Jews. He takes it up there. He gets at his Woodbridge. Woodbridge gets it to Chappell. Smart thinking. No one home. Kicks it downtown. The ball goes back to Dylan Chown. He takes it on his 20-metre line. He comes across to the middle of the field. He puts on the pace. The experienced fullback for Oakey, Dylan Chown, to get up to play it. Taylor at dummy half. gives it back, puts it on to Deshaun Salisi. He takes a settler just short of the 50-metre line. They take it now. They go forward. Gee, they're going bashing up into the Dalby defence. 22-0. Oakey over Dalby at the moment. They go right. They go up to Spence. Marcus Spence. Hardly seen the ball. He's been very impressive this year. Out to Gus Taylor. Takes a settler out. He's 25 metres out from Dalby line. They're on it again. A lot of pressure on Dalby. 14 to go until half time. 22-0 the rub. Taylor puts it up. Jew's under pressure again. He goes up. Takes it on the full. They try and put him in goal. Did they?
No, they did. That's good football.
They did. Great football. And what a kick it was from Taylor. That was accuracy plus, wasn't it, King Hawk?
Yeah, 13 out of 14 sets. Oakey have completed. We only got 14 minutes to go till half time. And Xavier Manley and Connor Sullivan, the bookends, are off for Dalby. So that's going to hurt their middle. So they need to come back here. Dalby have only completed 3 sets out of the 7 times they've had it, and a couple of those times they dropped on the first ball. And here they go again.
You got to go long, don't you?
It'll be.
Well, we'll see what happens. Here's Woodbridge. He kicks it long this time. It's 50 metres on the full. That's why he kicks long. Out it comes out to Finay Fienga, and he gets a bit of a skip up there. We're going to nickname him Skip because he's got this little skip. Finay Fienga. I've been speaking about it, and everyone loves him. He's a personality player. They take it forward. Out it comes out to John Pallavi 20 metres out from Dalby line. 22-0 Oakey lead, and we've got 13 minutes until half time. Back into Melee. He's been tremendous tonight. He's so hard to tackle. They go again. Kennedy gets it himself. He's got Cham with him, and the ball gets dropped. All right, so
it's touched by Dalby. Knock on,
and it's going to be another. Oakey fed scrum 10 metres out from Dalby's line there, Kerry Carmichael.
Yeah, I'm not hang on there, Dalby, but that last set from Oakey Ashtail, that was fantastic, putting that ball right in the corner.
But not only that, Kerry, they have completed 13 sets in a row.
Yeah. And that sort of starts becoming frustrating for the opposition team. Mm-hmm. When you're waiting for a mistake, and it just doesn't happen.
It's all right.
And the Dalby have a couple of fellas going down hurt here, but Oakey, they're playing fantastic football. But yeah, once you start seeing when the side starts holding the ball, you just keep waiting for that mistake. And they're not doing it. They're completing their Oakey, and Dalby got to take a bit of.
Well, keep in mind, Dalby put about 3 tries in succession on Pittsworth last week.
Oh, mate, there's still plenty of time. But at the moment, though, Obi, there's a heaps of time. But, mate, I can't see anything turning at the moment. Oakey just playing too good, aren't they?
They certainly are.
And like you said, Neil, earlier on, if they can do this for 80 minutes, they'll beat anyone. But it's just, I think it's just inconsistency.
Dalby had 68 point on in round 2, and it's now round 6. And so this is very ominous for Dalby. It's going to be a long night if they don't start to hit back.
Let's be honest, every time they've come off their own line, Oakey, off their own, they're making 60 or 70 metres
easy. And they've got energy, haven't they?
They have, mate. They're running really hard. They're running with purpose, aren't they?
But it's funny. Got to have possession. Like we've been so enthusiastic with both the sides leading up to this game. Here's the feed from Oakey, 10 metres out from Dalby line. They go across. Out it comes to Chown. He scored easily before. Out to Marcus Spence. No, he scored. He has, Marcus Spence, and another easy try on that side. He just ran hard. He's been fantastic. We nearly gave him the player of the match against Pittsworth the other week, and he was just tremendous, Marcus Spence, and the bleed continues here. It is 26 points to 0. We've had 28 minutes of play, Kerry Carmichael.
Yeah, well, what Dalby did then, they put an extra player on the Ash Taylor side of the scrum. They had 4 defenders. They had 4 defenders on 3 attackers. So then Oakey's gone on the other side and got the ball wide really quick and made an overlap, and he's gone straight over.
So tell me, Kerry, coach, how do you defend that? If you're out on the field there, you've got a scrum 10 metres out from the actual post. Sides do defend and don't let them score, mate. What was the problem there? They didn't pick their numbers up?
Well, I think what they've done, they put the extra player over here on that, is it...
left side.
Yeah, but who's the centre? Joey
Alberts. Yeah.
Okay, so what they've done, and then so they've left the players short on the short side, right?
Yep.
But what happened was the halfback responds and gets over there and helps them, but the pass went out early, wide, and then they took the halfback out of play. So it left 3 on 2, mate. Left 2 on 1.
Well, the biggest thing is, Kerry, that there was no eyes up for the halfback.
No.
They didn't see what they were doing.
No.
All right.
So here's Charlie Adams, about 5 metres in from the eastern touchline, 25 metres back. It is 26 points to 0. This will make it 28 points to 0.
10 to go till half time, Obi.
Yep. And he comes, he stabs it.
God, he
It's
stabbed
not the
him,
best
didn't he?
kick, and just gone to the left there as well. So the score with 10 minutes until half time is Oakey 26. Dalby 0 there, King Hawk.
Yeah, Warwick 16, South 0. They must be close to half time as well. Over there, Father Ranger.
Certainly is. And isn't it funny, Kerry? We're just waiting for Dalby to start, aren't we, in this
Yeah,
game? Is
well,
that a fair call?
Yeah, we are, but Oakey, you just start letting them in it.
No, they're not.
And you hear the short kick-off.
Yeah, that's right. They go
Oh,
back and they
oh,
get the ball
he's touched it.
back. It was touched back and knocked
See, the
on.
thing is, if you're going to do these short kickoffs, they've done a few now, Dalby, and they've had an opportunity to get the ball back, but they've spilt the ball. I just think, look, put the ball in the corner. Now, Oakey gets...
Well, I take up on that, Kerry. Every time they put in the corner, they make 100 yards.
That's true too. You got me.
You know?
You're right, 100%.
So they're trying different tactics because Oakey is steamrolling them on every aspect of this game.
No, that's true too.
And, of course, you can see the master technician in Ash Taylor. He's brought the scrum right in the middle of the field, and that's what's upsetting these young Dalby Diehards players. So the ball goes in the scrum, out to Taylor, gets it onto Joey Alberts, who's been fantastic. And that's good defence there by Sankey and also Hunter James. As Charlie Adams takes the next tackle. They're not out of their own 50, but they certainly will as Finay Fianga takes it forward. He's on the 50-metre line for Oakey. Oakey in front, 26 points to 0. We've got 9 until half time. Yes, that's right. They take it forward. Eisen gives it on to Mailer, who's been good on that right side. He's tackled there by Firma. He'll get up to play it. Kennedy. Out it comes. I just can't see that player, but they go forward. He'll get up to play it. Kennedy again. They go out that right side. Eisen puts a nice hurried kick up on the fifth and last.
Lost it.
Oh, no.
And had they lost it and knocked it forward? Did Dalby knock it on there on that left side?
They did. Oakey's kicking game's been 10 out of 10. They're making Dalby catch a ball under pressure, and that's probably 2 or 3 times now where they've forced a mistake, Oakey, from their good kicking game. They got, putting the ball high enough up, for the attackers to get
so
pressure.
Oakey will play the ball 10 metres out from Dalby line. We've got 8 minutes to go until half time. 26-0 they lead Oakey. This has been a tremendous start. Probably one of their best games ever. I've seen Oakey in the last number of years. Half at least. They come across. Comes back into Fianga and he'll score the easiest of tries. No
penalty.
A penalty because we've got obstruction there, I suggest. But tell you what, it was, and they just weren't there. And Mark Kern gives a penalty to Dalby. Josh Chappell kicks out on that left side. 7 to go until half time. 26-0 Kerry Carmichael.
Yeah, lucky to get away from that. I think it was an obstruction, but it was still very poor defence, wasn't it?
It certainly was.
He strolled over, but anyway, see what we've got here.
They're tired, Kerry.
They are, mate.
The Dalby side.
Oh, big hit from Richard Murray and over the top at Robert Kennedy.
No, they're just playing good football, aren't they?
There we go. And it was Sankey. You got that tick there. Here's Beaver Manley.
You've got Brady right on now, mate. So
they are. No, it was Brody Wright. He got kicked there, and they've knocked. I was looking down, and they've knocked it on again, Dalby. It's a nightmare for Dalby at the moment. 26-0, they're down. 7 until half time. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is 7 until half time, and Oakey in front, 26 points to 0, and they deserve to be in front. Here's Richard Murray. Takes it with energy up to the 20-metre line inside Dalby territory. We haven't seen a ball. It goes out the back, out to Marcus Spence. He's scored 1. He's 5 metres out. Kennedy back in behind to Eisen. Eisen gives it to the 16 and Thurl. Thurl play the ball. They come across out to Taylor. Kicks it again. Oh, and it's a great follow-up from Richard Murray. And he scores. It was a depth kick by Taylor, and it was on. He had Murray on his right side, and he said, just wait for me, mate. I'll give you a try here. 5 metres to the left of the upright. Richard Murray said, thanks very much, coach, or captain, and coach, of course, we'll take it. And it is 30 points to 0 here, Kerry Oakey in front.
Mate, they're too good, aren't they? They're too good, mate. The whole lot of them, mate. Every time someone runs the ball, they're running 100 mile an hour. I haven't seen a heap of games this year, Abby, but I've seen a few, and I haven't seen a side, Gatton or Waddles or Dalby or whoever run so hard and so enthusiastic. They're running so hard. They're tackling hard. Like, they're just putting so much. And these young fellas from Dalby, let's be honest, just aren't handling, are they? They're not handling it at all.
No, 17 sets out of 18 completion rate is
that's
for
fantastic.
Obi, I've got to ask you, you've been doing it 10 years, 3 more games than me. Have you ever heard of a 17 out of 18 sets?
No, not in the half. Have you, Kerry?
Not in the half of football.
Oh, yeah, I probably have, but look,
I think it was what? Not
very rarely.
Was it
Not in Toowoomba Rugby League.
No, very rarely,
Not
mate.
in Toowoomba Rugby
Was
League.
it 2009? Was it on a Tuesday or something like that?
No, Saturday, mate. No, I think when I played, actually.
Oh, yeah.
We completed 20.
Yeah.
But this is actually wonderful to see,
Mate,
especially for the Toowoomba Rugby League. It's absolutely fantastic.
Mate, I'm gonna be honest with you, Abby.
What, have you been lying?
No.
Here's Charlie Adams. Just don't interrupt, mate, while
Sorry,
I'm
buddy.
calling this here. Away we go. And he makes it. It's 32 points to 0. 4 minutes to go.
Don't interrupt Kerry while you're
listen,
talking.
Come on, Kerry. Well, we're not listening to you because you're from Dalby,
No,
of course.
I love Dalby. You know I'm a Dalby. I just love Dalby Diehards.
4 minutes to go till half time,
It
Kerry.
hurts me to see them lose, but I'm actually. I wouldn't say enjoying watching Oakey. Well, I am. I'm just enjoying watching how they're playing tonight. It's just fantastic.
It is great.
And and I think if you're a supporter of Dalby and you're not enjoying what Oakey are doing, well, I just don't. I just think it's
Still
fantastic.
16-0 Warwick over South over there.
Well, here's Chris Woodbridge, the double Webke Prize medalist for the last couple of years. He kicks it up. We haven't even seen hide nor hair of him as they pick it up there. It was a pretty good kick this time and a good chase by Dalby. They got Oakey 10 metres out from their own line. They take it forward. They gets it up to Pallavi. Pallavi goes forward up to his 20. 3 minutes until half time. 32-0 it is. Oakey are in front. They come back to left out to Joey Alberts, who's been tremendous. Well, the whole side has. He bounces off one, and what a tremendous run up to the 50-metre line because they were a bit stumped there on their first 2 rucks. Out it comes to Taylor, out to Finney. Finney Fianga takes it forward, gets over to the 50-metre line, does his job well off the bench. Finney Fianga, he'll get up to play it. They come left to Taylor again. He kicks just forward for his outside man, and Matthew Jews read it well. He's been under a lot of pressure. He tries to get the ball back. And he tried to get dragged by Alberts, but he said, referee said, let's play it again. Here's Woodbridge. Woodbridge beats one, beats another. They drag him out,
Taylor.
and they put him out.
Ash Taylor.
And Ash Taylor puts the star out on this touchline here, and it is amazing stuff. And Ash Taylor, I tell you what, he has got the ball and defence and his team on a string at the moment, Kerry Carmichael.
Well, he's kept Woodbridge out of the game, hasn't he? Really, like he's kicking to the corners, jamming him in the corners. What's going on here? Hang on.
No.
The referee's coming over.
We'll see what happens.
I tell you what, if this was what's going on?
Yeah, we got the touchy coming in. Oh, we might have had some
maybe
talk from the touchline there.
The bench.
The referee's coming through and saying, rightio.
Fancy a coach talking to a referee. That's stupid.
There we go.
Yeah, looks like the bench at Dalby have been back chatting the touch judge. So now the touch judge on the grandstand side has now walked over to the other side of the field.
Isn't that interesting?
I've never seen that before.
It really is.
Yeah,
So,
I saw the same touch
frustration
judge happened last year at White's.
Yeah, there
So
we go.
hang on. So they bring a younger fella over. That's smart.
Yeah, no, they've changed sides
but
there, Kerry.
they brought the more inexperienced touch judge over
Well,
to deal with it. Like,
But then again, maybe the touchy said, no, I'm not going there. Here is Mailer. Mailer goes forward, 20 metres out, 30 metres out from Dalby line, 32 points to 0. Oakey over Dalby. They've got a couple of minutes left in this half. Out to Chown, out to Marcus Spence, who's been fantastic for Oakey. He'll play the ball, 25 metres out.
50 seconds, Obi.
There we go. Out it comes. Out to Ising. We want the ball played back.
no, penalty to... Who's this? Oh, no, he's got him for a...
Changeover.
No, he's penalty to Dalby.
Penalty to
Yeah,
Dalby.
penalty to Dalby. Here's Firma. Takes it up and he makes good yards up to the 40-metre line. 30 seconds in this half remaining. 32-0. Out to Manley. Gets it back out to the 17 and Brody Wright. They're just in Oakey territory. They haven't been all half. And here is Manley.
10
Takes it up.
seconds.
10 seconds to go.
Oh.
See what they can do in the last 10 seconds. Out to Sankey. Back in behind to Woodbridge. Gives it to Hunter James. He bounces off one and they tackle him. And that will be the last tackle. And it might be a half time. And it is. Wow, what a half of footy. It's been one of the most incredible halves of footy in this season, that's for sure. We'll go to a break. This is the Power FM TRL call team.
The Morning Drive with Fiona and Jeff. Weekdays from 6 a.m. on Power FM 88 Toowoomba and powerfmradio.com.au.
Hutchies is a local construction company building local jobs. We're proud to have built many of our local landmarks and award-winning projects in all sectors, such as Downlands College, Burnoth Centre, both Bunnings, Empire Theatre and Toowoomba Library. Together with our local trusted subcontractors and suppliers, we share a common loyalty and passion for delivering quality outcomes for our clients. Follow us on www.facebook.com/Hutchies Toowoomba to see our current projects, employment opportunities and our community involvement.
Clive Burkhofer Land Sales sells residential land direct to the public, and by purchasing direct from the developer, you save money. Clive has developed over 10,000 residential blocks of land over the past 50 years. At any one time, there are a number of subdivision plans to choose from, and prospective purchasers are invited to register their interest on a waiting list. There is no obligation or deposit payable, and you will be contacted when the land development is completed and the lots are ready to sell. For further information on current and future developments, please contact us 07 4633 0555 or visit our website www.cliveburkhofer.com.au.
Oh, another safety inspection? Smoke alarms? Fire extinguishers? Test and tag? Who has time for this?
Never fear! Checkmate Safety is here!
Wait, you handle all of it?
Yep, we manage your safety so you can manage your business.
That's a checkmate for me.
Checkmate Safety. Find us on Facebook or at checkmate.net.au. Over to the TRL call team for the Hutchies Toowoomba Rugby League match of the day.
Yeah, well, welcome back. It's half time here at Dalby Leagues Club. And what a half it has been. And with Oakey in front by 32 points to 0 after 40 minutes of play. It's been an amazing game. But let's go around the grounds here for Checkmate Safety. And let's go down to Warwick. We've got Bomber. How are you, Bomber?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, thanks, Toby. How are you?
It's good. Are you having an amazing half down there as we are?
Well, not quite. That's a bit of a shock. 32 points to 0 just in one half. Normally that's a full-time score, but obviously Oakey have come to play there.
There we go, mate, because I know my stuff, mate. There's only myself and Janet Suey in the tipping comp that has gone, Oakey, and you were straight on the front foot, mate, to really let me know that you said, no, I didn't back that one, Obi. I backed this one there as well. Bomber, what do you got to say for yourself?
Well, I've got to say that I think you've got a little bit lucky this week, but that'll give you 1 point. But I noticed you were running last in the competition, so we'll give the point to you.
How's it going down there at Father Ranger Oval, mate?
Well, it's a half time here as well. It's 16 points to 6 to Warwick currently. Warwick come out of the blocks firing and they scored in the 4th, 14th and 19th minute. And they led 16-0 after 19 minutes. But South got back into the game there, and they scored a try and converted it. And it's 16-6 currently at half time. But it's just Warwick. Their forwards are just a little bit too big. They're just bashing them through the middle, and then they're just going wide. And their wingers are just having a little bit of a field day so far.
Yeah, and a big crowd down there, Bomber.
There's a decent crowd here. I'm up on the hill at the moment there, just enjoying an ale. So, but no, there's a decent crowd inside and all the way in front of the building.
And have you had some of that Gary Lawrence coffee yet, mate?
No, we'll probably grab one there. I went up and seen Gary and Joe up there. They're doing a roaring trade up there. It's a little bit cool here tonight, as it probably is everywhere on the Darling Downs.
Good on you, mate. And it just to feel you expect the Cowboys to go on with it in the second half?
Yeah. They've bombed a couple of little tries. They nearly scored just before half time in the corner, which would have made it 20-6, and that was probably more of a reflection. But they're just opening up a little bit too easy. But South 16-6, they'd probably be happy with that score going into the break there, but it's a big second half needed by Hayden Lipp. He's been a bit of rocks and diamonds. He got a 40-20 early on, and then he kicked one out on the full. So let's see what the second half brings.
And the Health boys, mate, HUTH, have you sort of kept an eye on them from South, mate? They were very good against Gundy last week. Are they looking the most likely down there?
Yeah, well, there's only one playing. That's Ryder at fullback. The centre was pulled out. He's replaced by Tate Cameron from the under-19s. But no, he's had a couple of little spurts there that shows he has got the talent there. So he's probably a player, like I said, with Hayden Lipp that needs to step up in the second half if they are to win this game here.
And your Eels won nicely a couple of nights ago or last night?
Yeah, no. Finally a win, so we'll take that. Zach Lomax back in form. If we can keep Lomax and Moses on the field, we'll shock a few teams going into the end of the part of the season.
All right, Bomber. We'll speak to you at full time on this one, mate. All the best for the night, eh?
All right, no worries. Have a good call, boys.
All right, and King Hawk. It's been amazing. It's not unexpected down there at Father Ranger Oval, but it is unexpected here, this score here at Dalby.
Down at Father Ranger, you and I talked about the Clydesdale's boys going back to play for South, which we're going to interview them at the end of the game, and that would have made them strong, and they played well last week. South got the win. So I thought they really put it to Warwick, but I think Cole Speed, who we spoke to last week, he's warming up and starting to get his side to gel, and he's still enthusiastic about the Warwick Cowboys' chances for the 2025 season. You're with the TRL Power FM Cool Team.
Power FM rocks the rest of the world at www.powerfmradio.com.au.
G'day, it's Ian O'Brien from Oakey Valley Toyota Gatton, your local family-owned company with great deals on the entire range, from the Yaris to the Land Cruiser. At Oakey Valley Toyota for all your parts, service and motor vehicle needs, with great finance and driveway offers. Remember, at Oakey Valley Toyota, it's really worth the trip. Oh, what a feeling. Toyota.
Did you know that your visit to the sports club helps support local rugby league? In 2023, Toowoomba Sports Club donated over $160,000 to local rugby league. As the major sponsor of the TRL women's competition, a sponsor of the Clydesdales, and with 3 affiliated local rugby league clubs, the Toowoomba Sports Club cash donations are helping grow the game you love. So next time you are thinking of a night out, support the club that supports your sport. Toowoomba Sports Club. Memberships are only $2.50.
Planning.
Well, welcome back to the Power FM TRL Call Team. It's just about kick-off. Actually, I think the players have come out early, Kerry Carmichael.
Yeah, well, Oakey were keen already early, but it's going to be interesting second half, 32-0. Look, it's going to be harder. You can't think Dalby coming back from here, but it's going to be interesting to see how Oakey finishes second half off here. I was just talking to the TRL president behind me, and he said they've given up a few big leads over the last couple of weeks, so let's see how they respond in the second half.
They have to give up the biggest lead.
Oh, but I don't think they'll do that. But I mean, it'd be good to interesting to see how they go in the second half, whether they can finish it off.
Here's a restart. Eisen, he kicks it downtown. Underneath it is Wright. He gives it on to, just can't see that player there. I think it's Firma, but he'll get up to play it. They're only 10 metres out from their own line, Dalby. They're down by 32 points to 0. Kerry Carmichael, what would you say to Dalby at half-time?
Oh, well, mate, I just think we've got to
And they've got it. And look at mistake by Chris Woodbridge of all people.
No, I think it was Josh Chappell, mate.
Oh, Josh Chappell, and he bounced off his head there, the player of the match from last week, and a bit of push and shove from Beaver, and also in there was Harrison Burns. Yes, go back to what you were saying,
mate,
Kerry.
I was just going to say, let's get back and let's do the 1%ers. Let's make our tackles, kick chase, let's complete our sets, just go back to the basics. Don't worry about the big plays; they'll come. And that's we just haven't. Then first tackle we dropped the ball, but mate, the thing when you're struggling, whether it's a personal thing or a team thing, you just got to concentrate on doing the little things right. You got to concentrate on, like I said, the making your tackles, working hard to mark and bringing. Yeah, Beaver's gone off for 10. So,
and by his body language, he doesn't look happy. Kerry Carmichael.
No, it looks like he's cast better because he's not limping tonight. So he's.
Yeah, what you said's true, Kerry. You just got to start with your next tackle.
You do, mate.
And your next play the ball.
Yeah, mate,
and your next tackle.
100%. Looking for the big plays before you do the hard yards, it's not going to work. You just got to do the hard yards, do the little thing, like you said, play by play.
Has the Oakey player been sent off too? Is he walking?
No, that's the thing. Oh, no. He's gone too, yeah.
Yeah, another player for 10 minutes. So 2 on 10. It was Harrison Burns, I think.
Dylan Chow.
Anyway, they play the ball. Burns is out there. He's a 14. They take it forward. And now they're 5 metres out from Dalby line. They're up by 32. They've started where they've left off in the second half after Taylor gets it out to Finay Fianga. And he scores this time. He missed out from the first half. And it is 36 points to 0 here, Kerry Carmichael.
Yes, well, they've started where they left off in the first half. There was a bit of doubt whether they'd come out and keep the foot on the pedal, but there's no doubt now. They've come out and things haven't changed. Dalby got the ball in the second tackle, third tackle coming out of trouble, and Oakey have started, where they left off and scored a beautiful try.
Finney played for Gatton 2 years ago in the grand final, and when they got walloped by Waddles, but he didn't play last year, but he was one of the most damaging front rowers. He's put on a bit of beef, but hardly anyone can stop him on the line, Kerry.
Mate, they look really impressive. I'm really impressed with the way Oakey are playing. The whole lot of them. Ash Taylor's just controlling the game. He's a class above, and he's just a smart footballer, and he's making Dalby look like second rate at the moment. Well, the whole Oakey are. And they've come out, like I said, the first half they were running hard, they were tackling hard, and things in this first minute of the second half, things haven't changed. So this could end up anything if the Dalby don't get their act together. And actually, just on Bailey Rathmore, just got some news. He's at the hospital. Looks like he's broken his thumb, so he's going to be a massive loss for Dalby.
Yeah, he's one of your star youngsters, Kerry.
Well, one thing I must say tonight, I'm going to be a bit negative. Some of these young kids tonight, Dalby. I mean, things when you're playing rugby league and things are going good, and you're young kids, and you're scoring points and you're winning games. It's when they get on their back foot a little bit. And the young fellas haven't handled it tonight, have they?
Here comes Adams. And he has put it through. 38 points to 0. Dalby lead just 2 minutes into the second half. It's going to be a long second half, Kerry.
It's going to be, mate. It's going to be.
Can I use the word nightmare at the moment?
Well, it is a nightmare, mate. It is a nightmare.
Dalby got beaten 68-0 against Gatton in the second round, and Gatton led 38-0 at half time. So it's the same score 2 minutes into this second half. Oakey over
But no
Dalby.
one's put the hand up for Dalby, have they? No one's put the hand up and said, I'm going to take control of this.
Taken a good bounce and a good kick. It just hits the post there. It'll go back to a gold line kick out. It was a nice kick by Woodbridge. It actually rolled when they let it go to the ground.
This will be the first time Dalby's had a tackle
in the 20,
their 20, or if they get to the 20,
right there.
Well, they completed
the ball
18 out of 20.
It actually hit the corner, post.
Yeah, so it's a drop kick.
I know it's 18 out of 20 for Oakey, but how many sets of sixes Dalby had it for, King Hawk?
3 out of 9 first half, and so it's actually
Here's a restart, just a little sort of grubber there from Taylor. They had to scramble, and Hunter James gets it in the end, and he picks the ball. They're 20 metres out from Oakey's line. They get it back inside to King Tokia. Crisscross there is 15 metres out. Can they get on the board? They get it out to Chappell. Chappell back inside, gets it out to Woodbridge. A nice flat ball out to Selassie. Good defence there by the Oakey wide men. He'll play the ball 2 metres out from Oakey line. Gets it out to a terrible pass, and Chappell has to dive on it there when it hit the ground. He'll get up to play it. Woodbridge, a dummy half, comes to the left. Oh, he had it there for Firma, and it was knocked on, but they were offside, Oakey, and a penalty goes to Dalby there, but it was poor communication there from dummy half to Sam Firma.
Well, one thing Dalby are leading as a penalty count. They lead 3-0.
Here he is, Firma again. Firma, he's only 5 metres out. Comes it back. They go across. Out it comes to King Tokyo. He's tackled 5 metres out from Oakey line. They go across. Out it comes to Bond. Bond gives it out to Chappell. Ryan Chappell, I think, is going to score. And the referee says yes. So it's their first points, Ryan Chappell, for Dalby. And that makes it 32 points to 4 there, Kinghawk.
Mate, that was a typical Dalby.
38 points to 4, sorry.
Dalby got the ball right in the middle of their field after a few settlers, and then moved it to the left, counted the numbers like they should be doing all match, but they haven't had the ball. But it was a good set movement along the line, Kerry.
Yeah, that was good from Dalby. I mean, now they've got to go back and reset and
yeah, mate, you called over one of the Dalby guys. Said, what were you talking to him?
Oh, mate, I think the old coach was getting a bit excited there, and I just see the TRL president behind me, and probably needs to. It is hard, but I'm the same. As a coach, he puts so much heart and soul.
Well, just remind me, Kerry, that we don't upset you tonight.
No. But
we don't want you throwing us over the balcony.
One thing I've liked about Kerry, he's been an absolute angel through his coaching career.
Yet, but no, and look, let's.
No, you're a hothead, Kerry.
But he's hard. You know, a lot of coaches are very competitive. And when things aren't going their way...
You think?
Anyway, here's Chris Woodbridge. He's only half a metre from the Western touchline, just in front of our commentary team. He's 24 metres back, the prolific, and he's the leading point scorer at the moment from Rugby League. It's a nice kick, but just to the left of the upright for Chris Woodbridge, and the score remains 38 points to 4. Oakey over Dalby, and we've had 6 minutes of play. Kerry, you were going to say how much of an angel you were?
No, look, you sometimes you
in which lifetime, Kerry?
Yeah, no, you just sometimes you vent your frustration on people you shouldn't.
Yeah, but not all your career.
But I was right all the time.
Yeah, that's right.
But anyway, so James getting a bit excited there, as coaches do, and I just sort of, you got the TRL president behind me keeping an eye on him.
When you're down 32 points at half time, it's frustrating.
It's tough, mate. It's tough as a coach, and you just want to win. And anyway, but I think he'll be right.
I feel a bit sorry for James because he's really built the last 3 weeks this side.
Well, you 100%, mate. Like, you're coming off 2 good wins, one at Warwick, and then one at Pittsburgh and you come back here and probably expected to win and down 32
It's a restart. Chown stabs it down the middle. It's taken down there by Hunter James. Gives it out to the 15, which I think is Chris Wilkes, is it, Kerry? 15. Just can't see him there for Oakey.
Up the top.
Yeah, Joseph Sankey it is. So they roll it out, Dalby. This is a bit better set of 6 from Dalby. They're up to their 40 already. They go to the middle. Takes it for King Tokyo. He takes it.
He's been solid.
Yeah, he has. With limited opportunity, obviously.
Yes.
They go right. Take it there as well with Bond, a dummy half. They kick downtown. Chown is there in his 20-metre line. He takes it. You can see there's a
better chase from Dalby.
They've got a bit of spring in their step, Dalby.
Yeah. Dalby have finished 3 sets in a row, Obi. First time.
That's great. As they bring it out forward. This is Alistair Cameron. He gets to his 30-metre line for Oakey. They're up by 38 points to 4. We've had 8 minutes of play in this round 6 match between Dalby and Oakey here at Dalby Leagues Club. They take it forward again out to Marcus Spence, the Clydesdales line player for Oakey. He'll play it. Burns gives it to Richard Murray, who's been good tonight. He always seems to beat his first tackle. He gets to the 50-metre line. He'll get up to play it. They go that left side. Out it comes to Joey Alberts, who's been electric tonight. He beats one. Tries to get it back, but it's taken there by Chris Woodbridge. And he's away, Chris Woodbridge. And they're not going to chase him. He comes in. Did he go out? No, they're not going to chase him. He turns the fence into attack, and it was vintage Woodbridge. And he'll score 5 metres to the right of the upright. upright, and that is encouraging for Dalby. What if here, Kerry Carmichael? It's 38 points to 8, and we've had 9 minutes to play in the second half, Kerry.
Yeah, well, that's probably Dalby's best defensive effort there in that set of 6, but Ash Taylor went down that short side and give it to Joey Alberts again and went straight through, but I think Joey's had a fantastic game. He probably needs to learn to draw and passes. He's probably bombed another try. And
So, Kerry, when you had Chris Woodbridge in your side, was he in your side?
no, he wasn't, mate.
Well, when you have him in your side, would it be James Gallagher to say, listen, throw the ball around, that's all we've got to do?
Oh, no. I think you got to let Woody play the way he plays.
Because they've completed their last 4 sets.
But you still got to have a bit of structure and know what everyone's doing. Everyone's on the same page. But when you've got a footballer like Chris Woodbridge, you've got to let him play football. You know, you can't take that away from him.
No, exactly right.
And he plays off the cuff a little bit. But Dalby, not back in the game, but definitely showing some improvement. But probably, like I said there, about just that he made on the break that Joey Alberts, and probably could have passed it again and held on to it and then passed it late when he was falling, went straight into the hands of Woodbridge, and he ran for 100 metres and scored.
9 minutes into the second half, and Dalby have got 8 points on the board, 38 points to Oakey with a kick to come, 5 metres to the right-hand side of the upright.
Oh,
and he hits the post!
Not Dalby's not, is it?
Oh. Over to you, Obi.
It's going to be interesting, actually, how Oakey react here. 38 points to 8. With
5 tries they've got to score.
Yeah,
converted.
Oh, look, I think it's I just want to see how the Oakey react here. I mean, they've been fantastic, but good sides finish it off. So let's see what they do.
Oakey aren't really enthusiastic going to the halfway line, Kerry.
No, they lost a bit of the spring in their step, and hey. Oh.
I'm going to say, is Ash Taylor out there at the moment, mate? I don't think he is.
Yeah, I'll see him. All
right, so they kick off down there. This time it's Harrison Burns kicks it. It's taken on the full by Woodbridge. He had to dive forward to get it. He gets up, and he's met by the person who kicked the ball, Harrison Burns, and tackled on his 20-metre line. Dalby with the ball. They're down by 30. It's 38 points to 8. Firma takes it forward, the captain for Dalby. He gets it up to the 30-metre line. They go left as well. They get it up to King Tokyo. Nice tackle around the legs there by Harrison Burns. He'll get up to play it. He gets it out there, out to Chappell, on to Sullivan. Connor Sullivan, that's right. He gets up to nearly the 50-metre line. They keep going back. They're going back again. They were shaping to kick. They go right. They kick now. It goes down, and Chown's got it, takes it comfortably on his 18-metre line and brings it back to about the 30-metre line. He's tackled and met there by a wall of Diehards defence, Kerry Carmichael.
Yeah, so I think Oakey, they've lost a bit of a spring in their step. I mean, not understandably up by 30 points, but they've got to really try to work hard here. Oakey and get back on top, because Dalby found a bit of momentum, and here we go, it's another good run. And but Oakey, after their start, maybe they want to finish it off.
Well, Dalby finished 5 out of 6
Alberts take it from.
Here's
Pallavi. Pallavi makes it into Dalby territory. It's not the fifth and last yet. He'll play the ball. Burns gives it out to Richard Murray. Hold your phone there, thanks, Kerry.
Sorry, mate.
He'll play the ball. Finishes set of 6 out. Comes back to Taylor. He puts a large bomb out. Test him, Matthew Jews, which has been the flavour. He takes it nicely. He tries to get it back to Woodbridge, and he's made a ball of it, and they're going to score, I think. It is Joey Alberts.
All right, what's he doing? Referee's penalised Dalby.
Well, he's penalised. They were offside there as well. A relief there for Dalby. 38 points to 8. 11 minutes in. It is from the second half with Dalby leading. You were going to say, Kerry?
I don't know what I was going to say now. Things are going Dalby's way now, so
you need to go to the HIA though.
But they aren't making as many metres Oakey in the second half. Dalby are containing them, and
Oakey have only held the ball 2 out of 4 sets, where Dalby 5 out of 6.
It just goes to show you that ball control, how important it is.
There we go, as a wind turbine goes past in the background.
That's a cattle truck, mate.
That's right. Yeah, it's just hope there's
little bit of a difference.
No large bridges around the area.
And also, Kerry, Dalby leading the penalty count 4-0.
Okay. They bring it back. They take it forward. Out it comes to Sankey. Sankey back into King Tokyo, I think it is. He'll play the ball on his 40-metre line. They bring it across. Out it comes to Chappell. Chappell to Woodbridge. He dummies one.
Oh, that's high. Oh, he struggled to get on there. Around the chest.
Quick tap by Woodbridge. He goes on to keep and dress in. He beats one. Comes out to the 40-metre line for Dalby. It was the 16 in Thurl who just took him around the shoulders. They take it out to Bond. Bond gives it to Beaver Manley. He's back on after a 10-minute sin bin, and they scored during then, Kerry. They take it back out. It comes back out to Sankey, back inside
To Harms.
to Harms. Playing in the centres, Toby Harms. They get it out to Chappell. Chappell gives it to Woodbridge. Back out to Firma. Great tackle there by Spence. 6 to go. They come across. Out it comes to Chappell. Back inside to King Tokyo. They're looking pretty good here, Dalby. This is their best period of play in the match. They come across to Bond. Bond gives it to Beaver Manley. Back into Christian Bond. No, the 17 is Brody Wright. Sorry, guys. Christian Bond's the 17 for the thing. And they get back. They nearly go close again here, Dalby. They'll play the ball right in front of the post. Out it comes. Out to Sankey, and he'll score, Joey Sankey. That is he's short. He'll get up to play. It's a great tackle. Who made that one? It was Richard Murray. They go across. Out it comes. Woodbridge puts it out for his wide man, and it comes back, and they'll score this time. It's Hunter James. He scores. It was great work out there.
Charlie Adams flicked the ball in from the kick from Joey Sankey and flicked it back into Joey Adams, who scored in the corner.
Oh, jeez.
And now it's 12 points Dalby, 38 points Oakey, and we're 14 minutes into the second half.
Well, we're a bit dumbfounded, aren't we, Kerry Carmichael?
Yeah, well, look, credit to Dalby. I mean, you know, they're down 38-0. They haven't thrown up the white flag. I mean, we thought Oakey scored down there at the far end there and they're offside. But things are starting to go against Oakey a bit. But let's but they're over. If you look at Oakey now, they're over there in the huddle. They're all nice and close together.
Yep.
Look, I still think it's too far from Dalby to come back.
Well, Oakey aren't kicking stones, so they're all having a big chat there.
They are, and that's one. Yeah, but
they aren't.
They aren't kicking stones. No, look, I still think it's probably out of Dalby's reach at this stage, but at least they haven't thrown the white flag up and they've shown a bit of fight.
Well, here's Josh Chappell. He's only a metre or so in from that eastern touchline, 25 metres back. It is 38 points to 12. He kicks it. Doesn't look too bad in the air, and waved away it is. So it is 3 tries to Dalby with no conversions. So it's 38 points to 12 here at Dalby Leagues Club, Kerry.
30 points to 12. 25 minutes to go. How many tries is that? That's what's still 5 tries, isn't it?
I don't know. We can't count that high, Kerry.
No, 4 tries plus a conversion.
Round the grounds, Neil. How's we going down there at Father Ranger Oval?
Nothing's changed. I think it's still 16-6.
16-6.
Yep.
So 3 tries in a row for the Diehards after Oakey scored the first try in the second half. We've got 24 minutes left in this match.
No, I'm sorry. Warwick are now leading 32 points to 6 over South.
There we go. So here's
Warwick must be turned it on the second half.
Ising kicks it down deep. Brody Wright takes it, gives it to Connor Sullivan, and is hit there by Kennedy. On his 20-metre line, he'll play the ball. Out it comes. They bring it out to King Tokyo. Out it goes to Beaver Manley. He bounces off one. He gets over to the 30-metre line. He'll get up to play it. They bring it down this eastern touchline to Firma. Firma. Oh, gee. They brought it this way. I just can't see that player.
That's Ryan Chappell, mate.
Ryan Chappell. They go left. Out it comes to Manley. Great set of 6 by the Diehards in the restart. Not fifth and last yet. And they're inside Oakey territory. Out it comes to Chappell. Chappell to King Tokyo. He dodges and he weavers and he gets to just inside the 40-metre line. This is the fifth and last. He'll play the ball. Comes across. Out it comes to Chappell. He puts a big one up. They chase. In comes Alistair Cameron. He took it under a lot of pressure for Oakey, and he'll play the ball on the 20-metre line there, Kerry.
Yeah, it's a good step from Dalby, just what Oakey doing in the first half, but Oakey have taken the ball in the full now. They work. Let's see what Oakey got here.
Dalby seem more enthusiastic.
They
Kerry.
do, yeah. Oakey got into a bit of a flat spot. They need someone to put their hand up and take charge again.
So Oakey take it to the 30-metre line in their own territory. They're up by 38 points to 12. We've got 23 minutes left in this match. They'll play it. Out it comes out to Torps. Torps take it to the 40-metre line. Yep, to play it. Comes again out to Mailer. Mailer beats one. He's away. Great pass to Ising. Oh, no, it's not. It's Kennedy. And they go down a good 20 or 30 metre gain there. And I think Kennedy's knocked the ball on there. But Kennedy stayed down. He got hurt in that tackle there. He's 20 metres out from Dalby line. 38 points to 12 as the attendants come on out to Kennedy. We've got 22 minutes left there, Kinghawk.
You're not going to believe this. Dalby finished 8 out of 9 sets. Oakey 2 out of 4 still. And that makes it actually 2 out of 5. So it's been all Dalby with 5 penalties to nil in favour of Dalby with 22 minutes to go in this match, Kerry.
Yeah, they got the running in the second half on that Dalby. That was a pretty poor defence there from Dalby.
It was, especially up the middle there.
That was the middle. That was just a one-out runner, and we've gone through 2 of our big men, and good recovery from Dalby. And
yeah, well, I wrote during the week that Mailer and Pallavi were the guys. And as Neil's trying to become the DJ there, so here they come. Dalby with the scrum feed. They bring it out this way. They take it out to Joey Sankey. He gets about to just over his 30-metre line. They'll play it with right at dummy half. He seems to be playing hooker there a bit of the time with Beaver Manley. Takes it up nearly to the 50. Comes out to Chappell. Back in on to Woodbridge. On to Ryan Chappell, who's been good tonight. Ryan Chappell, he has.
Been solid.
Yeah, it has. Woodbridge out to Firma. Firma takes it up. He gets into the 40-metre zone of Oakey. 38 points to 12. It is Oakey over Dalby. They come across out to Chappell. Chappell back inside to King Tokyo. On to Beaver Manley. Runs into Torps. Goes nowhere. Bounces off him. Loses the ball in the end, the veteran. And Oakey have got the crumbs with 21 minutes left in the clock. It's 38 points to 12. Oakey over Dalby, with Oakey bringing out from their 30-metre line there, Kerry.
Yeah, the big fella's had too much time. He's there. Then he bumped off one, looked up, he had a bit of space, and then sort of fell into the tackle and dropped the ball.
But it just is part of their night, I think, and their nightmare that they've had, Kerry.
Yeah, it is.
As they play the ball here, they come across. Out it comes to Richard Murray. He gets to the 45-metre line for Oakey. Brings it up to Torps. Torps goes forward. I like their organisation. One thing about Oakey from a former Oakey is that they're hanging onto the ball.
They are.
Their completion rate is very good. So they kick it downtown with Ising, kick it down. Get out to Deshaun Salisi. He brings it back for Dalby. Gets to the 30-metre line. And it comes to Brody Wright. He gets to over his 40-metre line. It's halfway in the second half. It's 38 points to 12. Oakey over Dalby. Bit of a game the second half. The score from half-time is 12 points to 6. But here we go is Chappell. He gets in and he bounces the ball. Didn't hold it and bounced off him and it went forward. So it's a knock-on to there. It was a great tackle there by Marcus Spence there. Now, I tell you what, guys, I have watched Marcus Spencer about 2 or 3 times, and he is quality stuff. He played on the wing against Pittsworth there, and he got out 2 points.
That was a good tackle.
Yeah, there as well. And he's been around for a long time. Look, I tell you what has been good this the draft with these players coming back. Look at the lock who played for Dalby against Warwick. I forget who they played, and they won the game.
How'd he go down there?
Well, he scored 3 tries, got player of the match, that number 13 for Dalby. So I think it's really working very, very well with the aligned players because they want to come back and they're playing in a good competition. Here's Ising to feed the Oakey scrum on their 30-metre line. 38 points to 12 it is. Oakey in front.
19 to go till full time.
Burns gives it out to Chown.
He's been solid to get
experienced player. They've get it out to Kennedy. He takes a ruck up with Burns at dummy half. Kennedy seems to be playing back row type stuff position. They get across, and it comes to Pallavi. Pallavi goes well. He gets just inside Dalby territory. 19 to go, as King Hawk said. Comes back to Murray. Gee, he has some energy when he gets the ball. Yeah, he's really good. Too. Yeah, comes across to Burns. Burns gives it to Kennedy, who's been good tonight. First time I've seen him, actually. They come across to the left. Out it comes to Taylor. Kicks it for his wide men, but it's taken by Matthew Jews, who's been good on that left side because he's been under a lot of pressure, and they'll play the ball 15 metres out from Dalby Diehards a line as they bring it out, Kerry.
Another penalty to Dalby.
18 to go to full time.
38 points to 12. Oakey over Dalby. What's the score down there at Father Ranger?
Warwick 38, South 10.
So it looks like Warwick are starting to get to momentum in this competition, Kerry.
Yes.
Yeah, so they've got a whole new side, Warwick, it seems to be, doesn't it, Kerry?
Yeah, we spoke about it earlier on. About player retention. I think they lost a few players, Warwick, but they definitely gained a few.
Ding, 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 ding. Here's the 6 to go. They're on the 50. Here's Woodbridge. Beats one, beats another, comes inside. Can he get a gap? He meets it, and away he goes, Woodbridge. He finds support there with Joey Sankey, and Joey Sankey's going to go close to score, and he puts the ball behind him, and they're tackled 5 metres out from Oakey line. Dalby on the attack. They've looked good the second half. Out it comes to Chappell. Chappell gives it to King Tokyo. On to Beaver Manley. If he goes straight, he'll go close. He's going to score, I think. Beaver Manley is a great veteran's try. He scores, Beaver Manley. And it's 38 points to 16. A bit of respectability on the court, but that was a great try by the big fella there, Kerry.
Yes, he had, once again, he had heaps of time in his hand, didn't he? And he hung off him, and the big fella straight over.
He's got great hands and footwork, hasn't he, Kerry?
Yeah, he has. And it's put Dolly back in the... still, what's that, 38-18 if he gets it? It's still there.
Yeah, that's right. So
cancel 4 tries and...
Tell you what, if their goal kicking was on Dalby, it'd be 38-24 if they get this, and that would have made interesting.
Yeah, it would have been exactly right. You see, so
now Oakey's body language is starting to change a little bit.
They were at 6s and 7s at defence, wasn't it, Kerry?
So you've got to give Dalby credit. I mean, look, they're 38-0, and they've chipped away. They've completed their sets, Neil, haven't they? They've completed their sets.
It was a more structured game from Dalby, and they have done that. As Woodbridge converts, and that makes it 18 points to 38, 16 minutes to go to a full time, where Oakey just throw the ball around and everything stuck in the first half, Kerry.
They did, mate. And now they're walking back. So, yeah, but look, to defend Oakey, I suppose when you're up 38, you're going to take the foot the pedal a bit, aren't you?
Yeah, you certainly are, mate.
But they earned their 38 points. They played really well, and look, they've now Oakey got to be thinking now.
It's very hollow for Dalby to say, okay, we played better the second half.
Yeah,
it just doesn't.
It doesn't, mate.
It doesn't work.
Look, mate, I think if it was a closer game, you would see Oakey's intensity a lot better in the second half.
Exactly right.
But anyway, let's see 15 minutes to go. Let's see what happens here.
Charlie Adams, he kicks it downtown. It's taken there by Chappell onto his captain and Sam Firma. He'll get it to the 20-metre line. He'll get up to play it. They've got to spring in their step. Is Ryan Chappell. Ooh, bit of a high tackle there, and rightly so. Is a penalty.
What's the penalty count now, Neil?
Does that go to Dalby, did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's now 6-0.
Is that the whole game?
The whole game, yep.
So it was. So Oakey have not had a penalty.
And it was 3-0 at half time.
Well, there we go. So they kick out for touch, Dalby. They've got a bit of urgency. Out comes the Brody right onto King Tokyo. Back inside to Connor Sullivan. Nice tackle by Kennedy. He stops him in his spot there with Richard Murray helping there as well, and also Gus Taylor. He's given 10 minutes here. There's been a bit of a chat here with John Mailer. And the referee had no hesitation. He just stopped the clock and said, off you go. 10 minutes here. So something's obviously been said there. And John Mailer is not happy at coming off, and so he'll come back with 4 minutes to go. We come out to Sam Firma. Well, that makes it interesting. 12 men on the field for Oakey. They're down by 20, Dalby, and they're on the advantage. Here's Chappell. Goes himself. And he beats one, beats another, slides to 5 metres out from Oakey territory. 38-18, they're down. Out it comes to Woodbridge, back into Sullivan, onto King Tokia. He gets the ball out to Chappell. Nice tackle there by Marcus Spence to save the day for Oakey. So they're finally going to play the ball, Dalby. They'll play it. Out it comes. Right gives it to Chappell. Back inside to Firma. They've got to spring in their step back, and they need to score out to Brodie Wright. If he scores, that's a great try. No, he's short. He'll play the ball. Firma, out, long pass, out to Sankey. Sankey comes back in against the grain. He goes himself, and he's short again. So this is the fifth and last. Oakey really tested here. Back out to Chappell. Gives a flat ball out to Shalisi. Wait for it, and it's a 4. What's happened here? Offside.
They called the forward pass and it was offside.
Yeah, it was, but offside. Well, good refereeing because it was probably advantage. You never know there, Kerry, but we got a penalty to Dalby.
Mate, they've got to keep going through the middle there, Dalby.
They go across. Out it comes to the 16 in Markey. Michael Markey. 5 minutes to left of the upright, right, across the face of the goal, out to King Tokia, onto Joey Sankey. Nice tackle there by Oakey. They're scrambling pretty well. 38 points to 18. It is Oakey over Dalby. Out it comes to King Tokia, onto Chappell. Chappell gives a flat ball again to Salisi. He's tackled by his opposite number and Alistair Cameron. He'll play the ball. Chappell at dummy half onto King Tokia. Dodgers and weavers. He's a metre out. Dalby with the ball. Out it comes out to Firma. Can he crash over? No, I think he's been held up, actually.
Yeah, I think he's held
up. Touch judge has given it. No, he's given it. So there's a try there for Dalby. Makes it 38 points to 22 here, Kerry Carmichael.
Yes, well, maybe they are back in at Dalby if they get this conversion here, but look, they've had most of the ball in the second half, Dalby. It's been a tale of two halves, hasn't it? Oakey in the first half, all the ball and completions, and it's just been totally opposite in the second half. But I think Oakey will hang on. But credit to Dalby, they've come back and they didn't chuck the white flag up, and I've been really impressed. I've been really impressed with Dalby's attitude in this last 15, 20 minutes.
To tell this is what happening. That as you said, Kerry, they were just going down in the middle. Doing angles, and then just swung it out wide and passed the ball inside to Sam Firma, who burrowed over. He's a big man, Sam, and there was no hope of stopping him.
No, so
well, if he kicks this, it's a 14-point ball game.
11 minutes to go till full time.
So we'll see what happens. Here's Woodbridge. He's about 15 metres in from the western touchline, 22 metres back. 11 minutes to go.
I'll back it out, so make
38 points to 22, and he comes. He's leading point scorer in TRL at the moment, and he makes no mistake. So that makes it
38-24.
38-24. Kerry, any bold predictions from the super coach, Kerry?
2 converted tries in 10 minutes to get within 2 points.
Yeah, well, they've got to. But that's, mate. You got to get within. You got to get more. You got to get more than a mate. Now he's getting within 2 points.
What are you saying, that at the end of a game, if one team is in front of the other, they win?
100%, mate. Now look, 3 tries. Oh, dear, I tell you.
Did you work that out all by yourself, mate?
I tell you what. If Josh Chappell doesn't miss that kick from in front, that's 38-26. That's 2 converted tries. It's a different ball game, isn't it?
Here's a restart.
Cowboys lead 38-18.
14-point ball game. Here's a restart. Comes back out to Connor Sullivan. He's grown over this last couple of seasons, and I think he's going to grow again this next few years as a quality front rower. They go across. Out it comes to King Tokia. He's tackled there by Ising, and also in there is Marcus Spence. He'll get up to play it. seems like Oakey have been starved. They've hardly had the ball this second half. They come back this left side, and then a poor pass from Dalby, and a ball rolls into touch about 45 metres out from their own line. 9 minutes to go. 14-point ball game. 38 points to 24. Kerry.
Yeah, well, we spoke about doing the 1%ers and stuff, and that doesn't change. I mean, you still got to complete your set here. I mean, it's very unlikely you're going to score from out of the field. You want to get the ball down this end. Hopefully, they make a mistake and you can capitalise. They just tried something then it wasn't on.
Two TRL games tonight. Both scores are 38-18. Warwick over South, Oakey over Dalby.
That's right, and he's watching a different game than us, Kerry, because it is 38-24 here in Dalby, Kinghawk. So give yourself an uppercut, you.
Oh, it's reading my app, sorry.
Well,
it was before this.
So can South come back against Warwick, and Oakey Dalby having a crack against Oakey, but Oakey's got the ball inside the 20 metres in Dalby's territory. Gus Taylor takes the ball. He'll get up to play it. 8 to go. 38-24 from dummy half. It is Kennedy. He's been good tonight. He's only a metre or so out from Dalby line. He'll get up to play it. Taylor at dummy half. He gives it a ball. He had it to a rampaging Richard Murray, and the ball bounces off his shoulder, and we'll have a Dalby play the ball about 10 or 20 metres out from Dalby line. Still 8 minutes to go. Still, I think there's a bit of time left for Dalby, Kerry.
They've got to score this sort of 6, mate, but in saying that, I suppose you've got to show caution to win, like I said before, make a mistake, which is all over, isn't it? But those passes there when Oakey coming... What do they say? He's off the back fence, as they say these days. You know, close when you pass them to a bloke at full speed, right in the defensive line. They've got to be soft hands, and the pass is just too hard. And that's twice, two or three times now. Oakey have done that where they've dropped the ball.
Yeah, possession is everything, Kerry.
What's the completion rate, mate?
Dalby have completed 12 out of 16 sets, and Oakey have only held the ball 4 times out of 8 sets.
There you go.
Here's a feed by Dalby. They've scored 5 tries to 1 in the second half. And they bring it out from their own line. There was 6 tries to 1 and to nil in the first half by Oakey in a blitz that we've never seen before from the courageous Bears. 38 points to 24 it is with 7 minutes to go. Oakey in front of Dalby. Connor Sullivan takes it up about the second or third ruck of the set of 6. He'll play the ball. Bring it across out to Chappell, who's tried hard. Out to Ryan Chappell, his brother. A great tackle from Spence, and he's been tremendous, Marcus Spence, because that tackle was enough force for Ryan Chappell to actually just bounce off his chest, wasn't it, Kerry?
Yes, good defender. He's a great defender. That's 2 or 3 times now he's forced an error.
He certainly has. As Torps takes it up for Oakey. Seems to be a bit of a turn here for Oakey Bears as John Marlier takes the ruck. He's about 30 metres out from Dalby line. Kennedy goes himself, makes valuable yards inside the 20-metre line in Dalby territory. 38 points to 24. Oakey over Dalby, brings it out to Pallavi. Pallavi back out. They give it out to Eisen. Eisen gives it to Spence, who's been good. He beats one, beats another. He's only 5 metres out from Dalby line. He'll play the ball. Out it comes. Out to Eisen. Gives it out to Gus Taylor. And a great tackle there by... I just can't see that player. They go themselves. They get it out to Taylor. He kicks it in the in-goal area. It's taken there by Matthew Jews, and he takes it dead. And it'll be a goal line dropout. With 6 minutes to go, Dalby will give the goal line dropout. It's 38 points to 24. We've got a 14-point ball game with 5 minutes to go now. And you would think that Oakey's done enough to win this game, Kerry Carmichael.
Yes, and I'll say this one here will be a short kick-off, Obi. That's the one.
It is, as Woodbridge puts it up, and he finds space, and the ball went up about the 25-metre line. I don't know why he just didn't kick it down.
Ash Taylor's putting this game to bed, Obi.
He certainly is, and I think he's been tremendous tonight.
It just goes to show the influence of Ash Taylor. That first half, he was just sensational.
He was,
and the second half, he's probably icing himself up and trying to keep out of trouble as to... He's probably
in the last 5 minutes, he's my player of the match, that's for sure.
Oh, he's definitely the player
of the match. They come across. Out it comes. So Richard Murray's been tremendous, because one thing I like about it is that all the other players are bought into what he's doing. He'll play the ball right in front of the upright is Murray. Out to Marcus Spence, who's been tremendous tonight. It takes him ages to get him down. He's hard to get down. Out it comes to Cameron. Cameron at dummy half. Gets it back inside. Out to Eisen. Eisen, he's tackled there. Just 5 metres out. 38 points to 24. 4 minutes to go. Oakey in front of Dalby. Out it comes to back. Eisen puts the ball across for his wide man. And there was Chown. He went up there, but Jesus, Matthew Drews, he was hit hard. And did he get the ball? Dylan Chown, no. There's a penalty for being offside there by Chown. But, gee, Matthew Drews and Dylan Chown, two quality fellas there. The old meets the new there, Kerry Carmichael.
Yeah, good contest, that.
It was a ripper. Gee, we got some athletes in our competition. 4 minutes to go, 14-point ball game. Dalby bring it up, and there's getting a bit of intensity into this match at the moment. That was Beaver Manley. He was taken, and a big hit there by Richard Murray. As Oakey have lifted, you can sense it on the field. They want to really close this game. Connor Sullivan plays it on his 50 for Dalby. Out it comes to Woodbridge. Woodbridge gives it to Firmer. He's hit really hard there. Was that Spence again?
No, someone's hurt.
No, it was John Mailer who's back on after having 10 minutes. Here's Chappell, he grubbers. He beats the ball. It goes along the line again. It ricochets off Charlie Adams, who was at the back. 6 to go here. Dalby's got the ball. They're 15 metres out. Here's Woodbridge. He goes towards the sticks. He tries to milk a penalty there for the slow returning Oakey game players. Here's King Toki. If he scores, he deserves it. No, he's short. He'll get up to play it. They go again. They go across. Out it comes to Chappell. Back into Beaver Manley. Can he get his second? No. He tries to get out of tackles, but he's eventually brought to ground. 5 metres out. They go right. Out it comes to Chappell. Chappell gets it out to Woodbridge. Woodbridge gets it out to Hunter James. On to Matthew Drews, but it was forward with 2 minutes to go. So with 2 minutes to go, 14-point ball game. I think we all agree that Ash Taylor is the player of the match and given 14 points. The number 2, the 2 points for a Dalby player.
Woodbridge?
Woodbridge, I think, is probably right. He tried hard, and 1 point, I think Marcus Spence, the centre for
I'm with you.
there as well. So the Hutchison Builders player of the match here is Ash Taylor, and I think by a mile actually, he was just tremendous.
That first half, mate,
he was man of the match after the first half.
He was.
No matter what happened in the second half.
Yeah, he was really, really good. So we got the clock stopped on 2 minutes because they're attending to some players
I think
out there.
Dalby's, looking forward now. I think they go to Brothers next week, Dalby, but. With Durham out and looks like Bailey Rathmell out now, and they're two big losses, two of their...
Warwick 42, South 18 with not long to go over there, I'm sure.
So we'll go across to them after full time here on this one. And I'll just see who these two sides are playing next week here.
Dalby play Brothers at Brothers,
okay.
And Oakey play Warwick at Oakey.
Okay, that'll be two good games.
Yeah, well, Oakey, that will be pretty good, both those games, and that's on a Sunday. So we either got Gatton Highfields or Oakey Warwick. Well, that Oakey Warwick game, I think, will be something that we would favour us.
Saturday night, Wattles take on Gundy at Wattles, and Brothers are home to Dalby.
I'll tell you what, I was a bit critical of some of these young fellas in the first half, but I'll tell you what, they've gone out and sort of proved me wrong, haven't they? The second half, they've... King Tay.
But you look back at that.
Joey Saki's been fantastic in the second
first half, and they didn't snuff the role, did they?
No,
but
they just didn't handle it. They just didn't handle it. But to their credit, mate, I think King Tay and I think Joey Sankey and even Matty Drews have been fantastic in the second half.
Yeah, I think Chappell's tried hard, mate. He's been good as
Ryan Chappell. Yeah, they all have. But I'm just talking
about Josh has as well.
I'm just talking about these young kids, mate. They've got to give them credit because,
45 seconds to go.
But Dalby scored 5 tries to 1 in the second half, so that's pretty good as Oakey roll it out in the last 30 seconds of the match. Gets it out to John Mailer. He's tackled on his 35-metre line. 25 seconds remaining. They bring it back out to Marcus Spence. Makes good, valuable yards. He has been good. Just gets in just inside Dalby territory. This is the 5th and last. I reckon this will be kicked out. No worries whatsoever. Yes, you are, with 10 seconds to go. And this scrum will not pack, so I believe it's going to be full time. Wait for the referee. 2 seconds, 0 seconds. And we have full time. So it's full time here in the Hutchies match of the day here. And Oakey thoroughly deserved this win by 38 points to 24. Let's go down to Bomber at Oakey at Warwick and see what the score is down there. That's for sure. So, Kerry, great game.
Yes, it was good, mate. Oakey just were far too good. They lost some intensity once they got to 38-0, but mate, they'll never
Bomber's mobile. Please leave a message, and
Bomber is, I suggest doing some interviews there, mate, that's for sure. Yes, Neil?
Oh, well, the completion rate's 13 out of 19 for Dalby in the second half, 7 out of 11 for Oakey in the second half. And I'll just do a quick calculation. Oakey completed 25 out of 31.
Still good, isn't it?
For the match, and Dalby completed 16 out of 28. And that's the tail of the story. Dalby had 9 penalties to Oakey's 0, and there was only 2 6 agains. And I congratulate Mark Coon for letting the game flow, especially in the first half. It was absolutely sensational.
It was great. Let's go down to Warwick. Bomber, you there, mate? Hello, Bomber. Are you there? No, he's not, but yeah, got him there. So we'll catch up with Bomber tomorrow and see what he's player of the match there. Look, we've had a great day today, and we've really enjoyed what Oakey's brought to it. It has put a spring in the step of this Toowoomba Rugby League competition. Thank you very, very much, everyone. You know, Kerry, thanks very much, mate. You were tremendous. Tomorrow, Rugby League, the greatest game of all.